All right, good people, Linfield. All right, one of the top softball teams in the entire country. They took on Illinois Wesleyan today, and they won 2-0 in Game 1 of the McMinnville, Oregon Super Regional. Game 2 is tomorrow, and I caught up with the team to talk all about the big weekend.
When you come into these kind of super regional games, what's the process that you talk about to the ladies, just kind of keep them focused on the overall goal?
I think obviously just trying to not make it too big. You know what I mean? I think it's still, as I told them yesterday, it's still softball. It's still just executing the game. It's still hitting, pitching, and throwing. I always go back to the old school movie Hoosiers when they measure the hoop. You know what I mean? When they get to the big gym and it's still 10 feet and nothing really changes that way. But I think at the same time, also remembering, just all the work we put in, the success we've had, and just trying to build off that confidence and bring that in. I think sometimes you go into bigger games and you just kind of doubt a little bit, or you have some questions. I think especially for us, we're playing a team we're not very familiar with, so you kind of go in like you're not real sure, like how good are they really? And so sometimes you play a little bit tentative to start with. So just trying to get rid of that tentativeness and hopefully get after them right from the first pitch.
You know what? That actually goes into my next question. That goes for the ladies here. JC, Miss Nelson, either you can go first. Illinois is obviously a team. It's not somebody you'll play in a regular season. It's very different. So does that kind of give you a little bit of excitement knowing that somebody that you're not used to facing is coming to town with a lot of stakes on the line?
I would say yes. They offer definitely a new challenge, and they're pretty talented, and we think will challenge us in new ways that we haven't really gotten to see before. A lot of times in conference, we play people 4 times, so you get super familiar, and so you kind of know what to expect from them. But being able to just continue to play with each other and get to see some fresh competition is super exciting.
I agree with Bryn where sometimes after 4 games of a conference team, it's almost like you know them like the back of your hand. So getting to play a lot of these teams who also have like that national ranking and have all this stuff going for them, it's fun to see kind of head to head how we are compared to their program. So I always like new competition. It's really exciting.
But you guys are a team that are top every single year. And when it doesn't reach to where you want to go, obviously, I'm sure that maybe nags in your head. So how much do you think about last season, if you think about it at all?
I would say it's not that we never think about it, but it's not looking at it in a negative light. It's using it as motivation to continue to work hard. Every single year, your season's going to end at some point, and there's always going to be things that you wish you did differently or plays that you think you should have made. But no matter what, when you get to the off season, we're always trying to challenge ourselves and challenge each other to be better, because not only as a team do we have goals, but you have individual goals of just, you know how much effort you can put in, and by maxing out and doing everything you can to help the team, that's how we're going to be the best. So the motivation, I think, comes easy when you're surrounded by such an amazing group of girls who you see all of them working so hard in the off season, on the field, in the weight room. How can you not also work that hard?
I also feel like it naturally puts a chip on your shoulder in some ways. I feel like it was a bittersweet ending. I can never not say that last season we weren't successful. I mean, going undefeated in the regular season, not many teams get to say that. So it was bittersweet in the sense of we knew we wanted to go farther, but agreeing with Bryn, the dedication to wanting to get back into the weight room, back on the field, and becoming the best player we can be, hopefully fixing something that we maybe been struggling in the last season, was, I feel like, the only motivation we needed. And a lot for the girls coming in, at least for me as an upperclassman who's been able to experience postseason every year and been able to experience the World Series, I would love nothing but to let our freshmen experience that, because it's such a great experience, whether or not you get to win the whole thing or not. Just being able to be in those high-level games and being able to kind of show off your team a little bit when you make it to the Elite Eight or even the Sweet 16 in general. I feel like not only pride in wanting to make it back and wanting to do that run again, but also letting our underclassmen get a taste of it.